Okay, so news broke that Gucci Mane has been accused of cheating on Keisha K. Orr, right? Allegedly. So here's my opinion on it, and I know y'all not gonna like my opinion, and I really don't care because it's how I look at the situation, right? And not just their situation. If it's true, we don't know for a fact. Because I'm like this, I don't care if you have text messages, so-called DMs, whatever. I feel like we living in a day where a lot of people do stuff for clout. And, you know, we got to admit to the fact that everybody does not have the Keisha K. Orr and Gucci Mane story. Meaning, it's a lot of y'all chicks that hold these dudes down. And they do not do right by y'all when y'all come out of here. When they come out, they don't do right by y'all. So I feel like it's a lot of chicks out here that become envious, of certain things because it's like, well, dang, I did that by my man and he didn't do all that. So I wouldn't put it past a chick to hate on that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put it past them because it's like, I paint a picture for you. This brings me to my next point, right? So, here's the thing. Do I put it past them? No. Okay? Because at the end of the day, a man gonna be a man. Right? And from what I hear, a man's part can get hard and sometimes he can't even help it. You see what I'm saying? So any man is capable of doing anything, right? So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? Me personally, I could not have done what Keisha K. Orr did. I couldn't. Now, I don't know what Gucci Mane went to jail for. I don't know if he was, running drugs. I don't know if, he put his foot in somebody behind. I don't know what he went to jail for. I don't sit around looking up people's criminal history all the time. I don't care, right? He's not my man. He's not somebody I'm interested in. Now, I will tell you this. I do believe in when you are in a relationship with someone, you have to trust that they will do right by you, won't cheat on you, But I'm going to give you an example. So I was watching a Steve Wilkos show the other day. And it was a girl up there. And let's just say the dude was being accused of doing a lot of different things he had no business doing. So she was like, the first time, as most people go on the shows, they try to act like they trying to, clear their name and all this other mess. So, long story short, he was, you'll see how this relates, right? He was being accused of doing a whole bunch of stuff. He didn't, at first we all thought he did it, right? I ain't gonna lie at first, because the way he was telling the story, I said to myself, you did it, But the first time, especially when the first time they came on the show, he, took drugs when they asked him not to do it because, it could slur the results, right? He did it anyway. So I said to myself, you really did it because why would you do that if these people trying to help you out, Long story short, the second time they came on the show, the girl was like, oh, well, I helped him, basically she was trying to, I made sure he stayed in on time. I made sure he's not doing drugs. I made sure he, went to work when he was supposed to go to work. I made sure he did this. I made sure he did that. Let me tell y'all something what I'm not going to do. I'm not that girl. I'm not going to make sure you get up. I'm not going to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Let me tell y'all something. I did not grow up seeing my dudes baby my pops. Therefore, it's not within me to coddle a man. I don't know how to coddle you. I'm not going to put money on your books. I'm not going to come see you in prison when you out here running amok. I'm not going to do it. You either get right or get dropped. And that's the bottom line. I'm not going to do all this. And I definitely will. Even though he passed the results, the test, I don't have enough patience to sit there with you, hold your hand. Because he said himself, his mama told him not to go to the party. He went anyway. You know what I'm saying? And just think, if you had listened to your mother, you wouldn't have even had to go through all this. I'm not going to sit here and coddle a grown man. I don't think I could have done what Keisha Kayor did, because I'm not taking away from my life to pour within you. I'm not going to do it. Because think about it. How many times do we hear about Papoose and Remy? We don't get too many of those stories. So why does the woman always have to wait on the man? I'm not going to do it. I'd rather be with a man that's going to do what he's supposed to do. He's not going to be perfect. But I'm not running back and forth to the jailhouse. I'm not doing it. That's nonsense. Come out here, get a regular job. Even if you're not making $500,000 or $600,000 a year, okay. Find something decent. Do the right thing. Because what I'm not going to do, you're going to have another chick on your arm that's going to have the patience to do it. I didn't grow up seeing my dudes tell my pops, can you get up and go to work? Can you get up and find a job? She didn't have to do that. I'm not about to do it either. The cycle won't start here. Now, as far as him cheating on her, I don't know. But I tell you this, I wouldn't put it past him. Because we've heard countless stories about guys coming out of prison, telling chicks all these lies, how they going to do right, and they going to marry him, all these sweet melodies. I watched it with my older cousin. Soon he came out, y'all, he was a different person. And I told her, I said, I told you should have went on about your life. It ain't always about finding somebody to have sex with. I've been celibate since 2017. I can go a long extended time without having sex. That's no problem. But the point is, I'm not going to keep putting money on your books. Keep answering the phone for you. Keep coming down there. Like, come on now. Especially if it's some mess that could have been avoided. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because it's a man out here that's not going to take me through all them changes. Then, you know, if I'm not mistaken, they got kids. I think she got kids of her own. And if I'm not mistaken, they got a son together. I don't know what kids was there while he was in jail or not, but I'm pretty sure, I think they said she got kids of her own. That's taking away time from me being with my kids when I got to come down here and tend to you and your nonsense. I'm not about to do that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If he cheated on her, you know, I ain't going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. Look, I know this about to sound effed up, but I don't feel bad for him. Because I wouldn't have stuck with him no way. Sometimes in life, we just got to admit when people just, you know, not to say a throwaway, because clearly he's not a throwaway, but we got to admit when people are a headache. That's a headache. Keep running down there and stuff. I mean, you can get her the biggest wedding all you want to and still be cheating on her. That's neither here nor there. I mean, just because you gave her a big wedding and a big rock, that don't mean that you like her knight in shining armor. That don't mean you treat her right. I mean, in the public eye, yeah. But how many times have we heard women say, in the public eye, we had the perfect relationship, but behind closed doors, he was a nightmare to live with. You know how many times I heard that on the crime documentary? Now, I'm not saying that's what happened in their relationship. I'm not saying he did cheat. I'm not saying he didn't. But I will tell you this. If he did, I don't feel bad for her. Because if I'm not mistaken, they said she been going through some shit with him for a long time. I would have been hit the road, Jack. And didn't came back no more. Okay, whatever how the song go. I would have been left. I told the guy the other day, when he told me, I'm trying to F with you. I'm trying to talk to you. I said, where you were? I told y'all, that's one of the first questions I ask guys. You can say I'm a gold digger all you want to. I don't care. I'm making sure I'm not linking myself to a headache or a bill. Okay? I got the right to ask these questions. You trying to talk to me. I'm not trying to talk to you. You know what he told me? You know what that bastard told me? He said he in between jobs right now. I told him, well, you ain't got time to talk to nobody. I sure did. You ain't got time. So we already starting off the wrong foot. So if and when we were to have kids, right? And our kids say, Mommy, where did you meet Daddy? What was his occupation? What was your occupation? Oh, baby, he was in between jobs. Like, no, no, I'm not gonna, because then if I have kids, my kids gonna think it's okay to link themselves to somebody that's in between jobs. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm not saying he got to be a congressman or the president of the United States, but he needs to have something going for themselves. No, I ain't doing it. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't stay in school all these years collecting on degree after degree to be linking myself to a dude that's in and out of prison. Like, no, that's not what we doing. That's not what we doing. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not transporting nothing for you. I'm not wiring nothing for you. I'm not hiding nothing for you. Don't ask me because I ain't doing it. As a matter of fact, I don't even have people ask me nothing like that. I don't even give off that vibe that I'm that type of chick. Y'all, I had a cousin that, I ain't going to say what happened, but let's just say she did some time for transporting some stuff for her baby daddy. Y'all, I told her to her face, I said, you are the biggest dummy. Girl, I don't care. Everybody talking about something. You know how much money she was getting for? I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my life on the line. Fuck that. Get somebody else to do it. And I wouldn't even be tied to somebody that do shit like that. Because when the money good, the money good. But when shit go left, it goes to hell. Fuck that. But I don't know, y'all. I ain't saying he did do it, but I ain't saying he didn't. But at the end of the day, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all might not remember, but I told y'all a while ago how it's a lady here at my night job that always coming to me complaining about people on the property and stuff like that, be messing with her and stuff, which I believe part of it is true, but I believe the other part is she might have a little problem, if you know what I mean. But cause I think she like 77, don't quote me on it, but she's in her 70s, right? So anyway, she long story short, she told me when I first came to this night job that it's somebody on the first floor. Let's just say the lady was picking a fight with her, talking about she was messing with her man and stuff like that, right? Y'all, so long story short, talking about the lady was saying she was talking to her man and da-da-da. So the man that he walked past, right? So now mind you, he one of them guys that look real good in his clothes. I mean, look real sharp, right? Dressed like a pimp, if you know what I mean, right? But the thing is, he be musty. Like, no cap, he be musty. Like, I don't know if he just put his clothes on and forget about the dry cleaner part or the deodorant part or the bath part. Because people fail to realize you can put on all the cologne you want to, but cologne and perfume can't hide the funk. You know what I'm saying? So nonetheless, so today for some reason he usually wave, right? So I knew who he was, which I didn't tell her what. I didn't tell him or the girlfriend from what we thought. People, I said that, who he was, because I wanted to say so bad, you got women up in here bickering about your stinking musty ass, right? Look nice in your clothes, but you still stink, right? So nonetheless, he came by today, he waved or whatever. And I said hi, So he said, you can't speak? I said, I just said hi. I don't like when people do that. Because if I say hi, if I didn't say hi the way you wanted me to say hi, oh well. Okay, because I seen the time I wouldn't have said that, right? So, I said hi. So he came back again, right? He came back again. So he knocked on the door, and I said, you could come in. Well, you could, park the door. You can't come in. He said, I didn't offend you, did I? I said, no. I said, I'm on the phone with my mama, right? He said, oh, I'm sorry. Tell her I said hi. I just finished talking to my mama. I said, wait a minute. As he was closing the door, right? I said, wait a minute. That's your mama in that unit? He said, yeah, that's my mama. He said, you didn't know that was my mama? I said, He said, why you asked that? I said, no reason at all. But I knew why I asked that, because I said to myself, I thought the lady on the 3rd floor told me that the lady in that unit was his woman. Because she looked young, see. She looked young. But see, my thing is, even if you thought that was his girlfriend, at the end of the day, thinking somebody is the girlfriend is one thing. But you told me this lady picked a fight with you, was following you home from the store, telling you that you effing with my man when he come see me, and this, that, and the third. So how is that how did she pick a fight with you off the screen for Lil Musty when that's his mama? And even if she, let's say, even if I'm rocking back in the chair, so that's probably what y'all heard. Even if, let's say, for example, my old guy friend used to call me mama. He ain't call me babe, he ain't call me boo, he called me mama. Even if he say, that's my mama, it don't sound like that kind of mama. You see what I'm saying? Like, when somebody says, like, he didn't say it like in a sexual way. He was like, yeah, you know that was my mama. Like, I'm like, that don't sound like the same mama. You get what I'm saying? Like, that don't sound the same. So I'm like, did I just catch this lady in a lie, or am I missing something? Because I thought you said the lady said came up to you was like, you talking to my man and da 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 da. Well, how could she have said that when that's her son? Huh? I'm confused. Anyway, so when he said, why you ask or whatever, I was like, no reason at all. Cause I'm confused. I'm confused, but the guy always tell me, he said, you can't try to figure these old people out, cause you'll run yourself crazy.